Welcome back to my channel. Today we will explore the astonishing world of mythical creatures. Mythical creatures, the fascinating beings of yore, have been the cornerstone of folk tales and legends across the globe. They've been weaved into the fabric of our cultures, embodying our fears, hopes, and dreams. They've been the heroes of our childhood bedtime stories, the villains in our nightmares, and the symbols of our aspirations. So let's embark on this adventure and delve into the realm of the extraordinary. Across the globe, from the ancient civilizations of Greece, Egypt, and China, to the indigenous tribes of Africa and the Americas, mythical creatures have played pivotal roles. They've been revered as gods, feared as monsters, and sought after as symbols of power and wisdom. Dragons, for instance, are one of the most universally recognized mythical creatures. In Western cultures, they are often portrayed as fire-breathing beasts, feared and hunted by knights in shining armor. But in the East, dragons are revered as benevolent beings, symbols of power and wisdom. Then there are the enchanting mermaids, the sirens of the sea. With their upper body of a human and the tail of a fish, they've lured sailors with their beauty and mesmerizing songs in tales told around the world. And who could forget the majestic unicorns? These mythical creatures, often depicted with a single spiraling horn projecting from their forehead, have been universally recognized as symbols of purity and grace. These are just a sprinkling of the innumerable mythical creatures that have captivated our imaginations. Each culture, each civilization has its unique assortment of mythical beings, reflecting the diverse tapestry of human imagination. So, are you ready to journey with me into this mystical and intriguing world? Are you prepared to discover the stories behind these creatures and explore their significance in various cultures? Dive in with me as we journey into the mystical and intriguing world of mythical creatures. Ancient cultures around the world have a rich repertoire of mythical creatures. These fantastical beings, woven into the fabric of societies, were more than just figments of imaginative storytelling. They held a significant place in the hearts and minds of these civilizations, serving as integral components of their folklore, religion, and artistic endeavors. Let's transport ourselves back in time and wander through the labyrinth of ancient myths. In these narratives, mythical creatures were often depicted as powerful entities, capable of both benevolence and destruction. They were revered, feared, and worshipped. They were the heroes of epic sagas, the villains of age-old tales, and figures of worship in religious practices. In the realm of ancient Greece, we encounter creatures like the mighty Minotaur, a symbol of terror lurking in the depths of the labyrinth. We meet the majestic Pegasus, a winged horse representing divine inspiration in art and literature. And who could forget the fearsome Medusa, her gaze alone capable of turning onlookers to stone? Across the globe in the ancient East, we find the revered dragon, a symbol of power, strength, and good luck in Chinese culture. Likewise, the phoenix, a bird of fire, represented rebirth and renewal. These creatures were not mere figments of imagination. They were deeply embedded in the cultural psyche, shaping societal norms and beliefs. In the Americas, Native American tribes told tales of the mighty thunderbird, a creature with the power to create storms. The Aztecs worshipped Quetzalcoatl, the plumed serpent, a god of wind and learning. These mythical creatures and countless others were the lifeblood of ancient cultures. They were the metaphorical bridges connecting the human world with the divine, the known with the unknown, the mundane with the extraordinary. Their stories were passed down through generations, shaping cultural identities and societal values. From these ancient cultures, mythical creatures have found their way into our modern imaginations. They continue to influence our literature, our art, and even our understanding of the world. They remind us of our connection to the past and our ongoing fascination with the extraordinary and unexplainable. From ancient times to the present day, the allure of mythical creatures remains undiminished. Dragons, the fiery beasts, have fascinated people for centuries. These magnificent and terrifying creatures have made their way into countless tales, myths, and legends across the world. They've been depicted in a myriad of forms, from benevolent and wise beings to destructive monsters. Let's start our journey in the East, where dragons are seen as symbols of power and good fortune. In Chinese culture, these creatures are revered as divine beings that bring prosperity and balance. They are often portrayed as long serpentine creatures with 4 legs, embodying the elements of water, fire, earth, and wind. Famous tales like the 4 Dragons and the Dragon's Pearl celebrate the dragon's benevolence and nobility. In contrast, Western culture often depicts dragons as fierce, fire-breathing monsters. They are typically portrayed as large, winged creatures with scales harder than any armor. The tales of Beowulf, St. George, and the dragon Fafnir from Norse mythology are just a few examples where dragons take on a more adversarial role. Despite these contrasting depictions, dragons in both cultures are often associated with wisdom. They are seen as ancient beings with knowledge beyond human comprehension, making them revered and feared in equal measure. Dragons have also found their way into modern stories. The tales of Smaug in The Hobbit and the dragons in Game of Thrones continue to captivate audiences, showing that our fascination with these fiery beasts is far from extinguished. But it's not just in the realm of fiction where dragons hold sway. They are deeply embedded in our culture, from dragon boat festivals in China to the Welsh flag sporting a red dragon. These mythical creatures have left a lasting imprint on our collective imagination, shaping how we view the world and our place in it. Dragons are truly a global phenomenon, appearing in myths from Europe to Asia. They are a testament to our shared love for the fantastical and the unknown, a burning ember in the heart of our storytelling tradition. They remind us that there is always more to discover, more tales to spin, and more mysteries to unravel. Dragons in all their fiery glory continue to inspire us, sparking our imagination and fueling our fascination with the mythical world. Another captivating mythical creature is the mermaid, the siren of the sea. These enchanting beings have pervaded folklore, literature, and popular culture across the globe, captivating the hearts and minds of many with their ethereal beauty and beguiling charm. Mermaids, as we generally recognize them, are half-human, half-fish entities that dwell in the ocean's depths. Yet their portrayal varies significantly across different cultures. In Western mythology, mermaids are often depicted as beautiful and alluring, luring sailors with their enchanting music and voices to shipwreck on rocky coasts. They are the embodiment of the ocean's unpredictable nature, serene and beautiful one moment, stormy and dangerous the next. In Eastern folklore, mermaids are often associated with wealth and prosperity. In Japanese folklore, for instance, eating the flesh of a mermaid, or ningyo, is believed to grant eternal life and youth. But it's not all about beauty and immortality. There are tales of mermaids being harbingers of disaster, their appearances often foretelling storms, floods, or other calamities. Mermaids have been immortalized in literature as well. Who can forget Hans Christian Andersen's tragic heroine in The Little Mermaid, who sacrifices her voice for a chance at human love? Or the seductive sirens in Homer's Odyssey, who lure sailors to their doom with their enchanting song. Their allure has transcended the pages of books and folklore, making their way into the modern world. They continue to be a popular motif in films, television series, and even fashion, their image constantly evolving with the times. Yet despite their varying depictions, one thing remains constant. Mermaids continue to captivate us, their charm undiminished by the passage of time. They represent a bridge between our world and a mysterious unknown realm beneath the waves. They embody the human fascination with the unexplored, the magical, and the extraordinary. Mermaids continue to enchant us with their beauty and mystery. Their tales, whether of seduction, heroism, or tragedy, remind us of the endless possibilities that lie in the realm of the imagination. Unicorns, often seen as a symbol of purity and grace, also have a rich mythological history. These ethereal creatures, recognized by their single spiraling horn, have captivated the imaginations of people across cultures and time. In ancient Greek lore, unicorns were imagined as wild woodland beings, symbols of purity and grace, untamed by man. Fast forward to the Middle Ages in Europe, and the unicorn took on a religious significance. In Christian symbolism, the unicorn represented the purity and innocence of the Virgin Mary. Moving eastward, in Chinese mythology, the unicorn, or qilin, is a creature of great gentleness and wisdom. It's so cautious not to tread on any living thing that it's said to walk on the clouds or the water's surface. The appearance of a qilin is considered an omen of serenity and prosperity. In Persian mythology, the unicorn is seen as a symbol of undying love. It's believed that once a unicorn finds a partner, it stays with them for life, embodying loyalty and commitment. Literature, too, has been enchanted by these mythical creatures. From Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass to J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, unicorns have been portrayed as creatures of mystery and magic, their horns often endowed with healing or purifying properties. Despite the differences in each culture's depiction, the unicorn consistently embodies purity, grace, and a certain mystique. It's this universal symbolism that has led the unicorn to be embraced in modern pop culture, adorning everything from children's books to fashion trends. Unicorns, with their singular horn and majestic demeanor, remain a beloved mythical creature. Their enduring allure lies in their blend of gentleness and power, their association with purity and magic, and perhaps most importantly, their ability to inspire us to believe in the extraordinary. So let's continue to cherish these creatures in our stories, arts, and imaginations, for their symbolism transcends cultures and their magic transcends time. Mythical creatures have not only fascinated our ancestors but continue to influence us today. From the pages of books to the screens of theaters, mythical creatures still hold sway in the modern world. They've become the bedrock of countless narratives, shaping stories and characters in ways that resonate with audiences across the globe. Let's take a journey through the cultural landscape and see how these fantastical beings continue to leave their mark. When it comes to literature, mythical creatures are far from being confined to the past. They've found a home in modern novels, shaping characters and plots. Take the world of Harry Potter, for instance, where dragons, unicorns, and other mythical beings play pivotal roles, or the Game of Thrones series, where dragons are not just creatures of myth, but powerful symbols of power and destruction. Shifting gears to the movie industry, mythical creatures are a staple in fantasy films. They've been reimagined by filmmakers to create stunning visual spectacles. Whether it's the majestic Aslan in The Chronicles of Narnia, the terrifying Balrog in The Lord of the Rings, or the vibrant dragons in How to Train Your Dragon, these creatures have captivated audiences, making the impossible seem possible. In the realm of art, mythical creatures have served as muses for centuries. Today, they continue to inspire artists who reimagine them in a myriad of forms. From murals to sculptures, from digital art to tattoos, these creatures are used to express a spectrum of human emotions and experiences. Even in the fashion industry, mythical creatures have left their mark. Unicorn-inspired makeup, dragon-scale jewelry, mermaid tail blankets. These are just a few examples of how these creatures have influenced trends and styles. Beyond their roles in entertainment and art, mythical creatures serve a larger purpose. They embody human hopes, fears, and dreams. They allow us to explore the depths of our imagination, to question the known and ponder the unknown. These mythical creatures continue to spark our imagination and influence our culture. While mythical creatures may not exist in our physical world, they hold a certain reality in our minds. You see, when it comes to the science of mythical creatures, we're not talking about biology or physics, but rather the realms of psychology and sociology. These disciplines offer intriguing insights into why humans have been creating and believing in mythical creatures for millennia. Psychologically speaking, mythical creatures often embody our deepest fears and desires. Think of dragons, for instance. They're typically depicted as powerful and terrifying, symbolizing our fear of the unknown, of chaos, of that which we cannot control. On the other hand, unicorns, with their purity and grace, represent our yearning for innocence, beauty, and magic in the world. Sociologically, mythical creatures serve as cultural mirrors, reflecting the values, beliefs, and concerns of a society at a particular time. They're a form of storytelling, a way for communities to pass down wisdom, moral lessons, and historical events. The mythical creatures we create and the stories we tell about them reveal more about us as a society than they do about the creatures themselves. Moreover, these creatures also provide a sense of shared identity and unity. Just think about how the Loch Ness Monster has become a symbol of Scottish identity, or how the chupacabra has woven itself into the fabric of Latin American folklore. These creatures, while fantastical, foster a sense of belonging and community. The science of mythical creatures also touches on the human capacity for creativity and imagination. These creatures are testament to our ability to dream up entire worlds and beings, pushing the boundaries of what's considered possible or real. So, while mythical creatures may not physically exist, they are very real in other ways. They are manifestations of our collective psyche, embodying our shared fears, hopes, dreams, and values. They help us make sense of the world around us and our place within it. Mythical creatures, while not real, represent our hopes, fears, and dreams. And to understand them is to understand a little more about ourselves and our shared human experience. From ancient cultures to modern times, mythical creatures have played a significant role in human culture. They have shaped our stories, our beliefs, even our fears and dreams. They've been at the heart of our art, literature, and folklore, leaving an indelible mark on the canvas of human history. We embarked on this journey by introducing you to the astonishing world of mythical creatures, a universe teeming with beings both awe-inspiring and terrifying. We then traveled back in time, exploring how these fascinating entities were perceived and revered in ancient cultures. Remember the dragons? Those fiery beasts that have breathed life into countless tales of heroism, serving as metaphors for our inner demons and challenges. Equally captivating were the mermaids, those sirens of the sea, embodying both beauty and danger, luring the unsuspecting with their enchanting songs. And who could forget the unicorns, symbols of purity and grace, their mythical existence a testament to our yearning for the miraculous and the divine. It's no surprise that these mythical creatures continue to influence our world today, their essence woven into our movies, books, and even our everyday conversations. They're not just relics of the past, but living, breathing elements of our collective imagination. We also delved into the science of these mythical creatures, exploring how our understanding of natural phenomena, genetic mutations, and extinct species have contributed to their creation and evolution. It's a fascinating interplay of fact and fiction, reality and imagination, reminding us that sometimes the lines between the two are not as clear as we might think. In conclusion, mythical creatures, in all their diverse forms and manifestations, are an integral part of our cultural fabric. They are mirrors reflecting our deepest hopes and fears, our aspirations and insecurities. They are, in essence, a testament to the limitless power of the human imagination. Like and subscribe and tap the notification bell for more content like this. These creatures of myth and legend await, ready to whisk you away on another thrilling adventure into the realms of the fantastical and the unknown. Join us, won't you?